Experience from everything I went through this past year, having that friend, even just listening, is all the things in the world. I can tell you that. And to all of my friends that are watching that have been by my side since October, you have no idea how much you mean to me. There's been so many of you that have apologized that you couldn't do more. Oh my gosh, you guys did so much more than I can ever tell you. So build your friends up. I also want to remind you of, okay, sorry, I'm really bad with pronunciations of things, but it's Ecclesius. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. Here, hold on. My tism is coming out, and I can't quite wrap my enunciation around that word right now. But so that 410. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Don't let your friends fall alone. Lindsay fell alone. She cried out for help. Nobody helped her. Don't let your friends fall alone. Again, build them up. And if you've ever taken CPR before, when you get certified in CPR, they tell you that if you find somebody falling on the ground, you're supposed to, hey, are you good? Sorry, my phone. You're supposed to tap them and be like, hey, are you good? And then you're supposed to look for somebody around you and say, hey, you, call for help. Don't let your friends fall alone because they're going to need that person to call for help. I also want to remind you this one, and I think one more. I think this is the last one about friends. Remind you of Galatians 6:3. And if you think you are too important to help someone, you are only fooling yourself. You are not that important. I've heard a lot recently about compassion fatigue from alleged friends that I've lost over the past few weeks because they didn't understand my walk with God and my trust with God and my faith in being able to baptize my husband after everything. Um, and I love this because it's a reminder that none of us are too important to help somebody in need. None of us are too good to help somebody in need. And if you think that, you're only fooling yourself. Because again, when a friend asks for help, you help them. Even if it's something as simple as just reaching out and saying, hey, thought about you, just checking on you. And I know I'm not the best at doing that at times, but I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to get better about that. And it's funny, the ones who were so quick to pass judgment on me recently were the same ones that haven't checked on me a single time. And then they wanted to use compassion fatigue as the excuse when I can clearly go back and I have, it's not the point. I'm not going to go down that trail. Help your friends. And then last but not least, for the husbands out there, for the men who are so quick to side with Patrick on this and to say that it was all her fault and to defend him in his absence as a husband to his wife and children. I would like to remind you of 1 Peter 3:7. And in the same way, you husbands must give honor to your wives, Treat your wife with understanding as you live together. She may be weaker than you are, but she is your equal partner in God's gift of new life. Treat her as you should, so your prayers will not be hindered. I truly believe, regardless, at the end of the day, Lindsay was failed by many people, especially her husband. And again, I can speak this from experience, from my own psychosis state in 2021 and my own postpartum depression in 2013, both of which my husband did step up, both of which my husband had his hands full with his own things, and he still stepped up, because that is what husbands are meant to do for their wives. Not take skiing trips, not going out to brunch with friends constantly, knowing that their wife is at home suffering, not sleeping through the baby screaming, so much so that the mother who is supposed to be working has to take time out of her work to do a welfare check. Husbands, make sure you're there for your wives. The stigma around mental health, it's ugly, and it's not helpful to anybody. So if you know somebody who is hurting, reach out to them. Check on your strong friends, because sometimes they're wearing a mask and they're not always that strong, and they're too prideful or too scared or too embarrassed to say anything about it. Check on your friends, period. That's what we're supposed to do, right? It's what our pastor talked about this past week. He talked about the importance of community and friends, and that's why I am so thankful that I am blessed with so many amazing friends, and I'm surrounded by so many amazing, strong women who have helped me over the past several weeks, who have helped me over the past several days while I have taken a huge leap of faith and trusted God. And I have been so fortunate enough that through all of that, I've had support from amazing women in my life, because it has been scary, like trying to trust the unknown. And it has been also so rewarding, so amazing. Every time I have shared what God has shown me, and these amazing women that He has put in my life have encouraged me and built me up instead of making me feel less than. I know that's not the takeaway that some of you were hoping that I would give on this case. I'm sure some of you, small part of you, was hoping that that I would spill the tea on past traumas. But again, this isn't one of those videos, because this isn't the time or the place for that. And he doesn't deserve that, because he's not the same person. To those of you that don't understand my walk of faith right now and wanted to judge me on that, I trust God, and he is not the same person. But I do feel very strongly about this war on mental health that we have in our country still in 2026, darn near 2027, and people still feel like they can't reach out, because when they do, they get ignored, or they get pumped with medications that don't really help by professionals who are just stuffing their pockets with money, because we're just another number. So obviously we can't depend on them. So we need to be able to depend on each other. And again, I want you guys to please trust me, because I am living proof that you can depend on him. If you don't believe me, look back through my videos. private message me, ask me about my testimony. I would love to share it with you. I would love to share with you all the amazing ways that God truly has saved me. And hopefully someday, as you grow closer to Him too, like I feel like I have, you can feel the same joy that I feel because like it's overflowing, guys. It truly is. Like all of the things that He has shown me, that He has planned for me, and looking back at all of the amazing things that He has done for me, I wish everybody got to feel this. And I would love to be able to help you. Just ask. So, yeah, that is my take on all of this. And I can't stress enough, check on your friends. If you're watching this and you're struggling, reach out to me, message me, and I would love to try to talk you through it and help you find the resources that you need. I can't do anything other than that. I'm going to preface that. I'll give you tons of His word too. But I would love to listen because you are important and you are loved and you are worthy. And He has an amazing plan for you. I promise. I pinky promise you. Okay? Just trust me. All right, I've got to go, guys, because it is 11 o'clock at night and it is well past my bedtime. So, and I have a very exciting, awesome meeting in the morning. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Remember to stay kind.